Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my wish list for Paris, and I'm going to be talking about Louis Vuitton's new upcoming makeup launch, which is just in a few days. And I have watched several videos on this, and I think I have a little bit of a different take thanks to my husband, which we'll get into in just a moment. I am going to put titles up. So if you only want to watch one part or the other part, it will say makeup, it'll say wish list. You can fast forward, it'll be up there, and you can, okay, that's where I want to start watching. I just didn't feel like doing two videos because this isn't going to be super long. Before we get into all that, if you're new to my channel, my name is Melinda. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you have not done so already, I would love it so much if you would just take a second and hit that subscribe button down below. My voice is a little bit off, but it is so much better. I have been having allergy attacks like crazy where I literally couldn't even speak for a few days. So I sound a lot better, but not perfect. So I have some notes on my phone so that I remember what I would like to say and what the prices and all of that are. And so I was talking to my husband the other night about the launch of this makeup and how crazy expensive their lipstick is. And he reminded me of something crazy expensive I bought a long time ago, more than 5 years ago, a very long time ago. So let's talk about their makeup. Their lipsticks are going to come in at $160. Their refills will be $69. And I also am going to link a fabulous video down below from Lula West Lux, and I really enjoyed her take on this. So give her channel a check out if you're not already following her. It comes in 55 shades, which I think is wonderful. 27 will be creamy satins and 28 velvet mattes. And the formulation will be shea butter and hyaluronic acid. They say it will be 12 hours of hydration and 8 hours of color. So the eyeshadow palettes will be $250. The refills come in at $92. There are 8 colorways. Each has 4 colors, 4 shades in it, and every palette. And there's 3 everyday shades and 1 statement hue. And the creative director behind this is Pat McGrath, which I find fascinating because, you know, you're having a true person of makeup that is getting involved with this. So I find it interesting. So I was telling him, I'm like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy for a lipstick, $170. He goes, is it crazy, Melinda? How many of you guys remember these? Do you remember these? Oh my goodness. Yep. Yep. And they have the little dust bag, the little mirror, and let me get them out. So House of Sillage, which I purchased way before the pandemic, and I have 2 of them. They are beautiful. I have showed these on my channel many times. They're the little bow, and around the front it says House of Sillage. And actually this one was a gift, and this one I purchased. And I have no polish on. I am giving my nails a break. But this one I purchased many years ago, and it was a lot of money. They currently, for the lipstick case, goes from $198 to $329. And I am going to be, I do this every time. I'm going to be inserting pictures after I've already inserted a bunch of pictures by this point. Clearly I haven't right now. So you have to buy the lipstick separately, and I have several here. I didn't bring them all in here, but this is what they come, the refills come like. So that's a pretty penny, and I spent that a long time ago, and that is not a Louis Vuitton brand. It was actually a brand I had never heard of. I just saw it in a store in Las Vegas, thought it was beautiful, and I bought it. And so did a lot of other YouTubers. So when you think about it, it's not that terrible for the lipstick. It's not that terrible. I personally have stopped buying luxury makeup in general. I have 3 Hermes lipsticks, which I forget the price. I'll write an overlay, which I barely ever use them. I'm never going to make it to where they need a refill. I'm just not going to get there. I barely use them. And I just find in general that these luxury brands aren't all that. But this may be because there is a true, makeup person behind this, which I find absolutely interesting. But if you're looking for a really cool alternative, I just wanted to put this one out there. These are from Guerlain. I've showed these many times. You get this fun case. Trying to figure out which one won't blind you the most to get up close with. But you get this fun case. It opens up and it has a mirror. And then you do buy this separately. This comes separately from this. This case cost, where do I have it? $38, and the lipstick is $42. The refills on the House of Sillage are $35. So doing quite an investment on the case, but then the lipsticks get less expensive. But I would be interested to see what the formulations are like on the eyeshadows, but I just really can't personally for the eyeshadow. $250 for 4 colors, and I don't know if I can do the lipsticks either. I really don't. The only makeup brand that I currently buy that is luxury is YSL. I love their Lash Clash mascara. This is their liquid blush. I love their lip products. These are the oil shine. This is the color I have on today. And then these just launched this year, and they're gorgeous, but their formula is very good. I have bought Gucci in the past and not been happy with the formula at all. I bought powder and it was just so hard in the pan you couldn't use it. I bought Dior eye palettes and have been very unimpressed with the pigmentation in those. I'm not that thrilled with the Hermes lipsticks, to be honest with you. So I don't know that it's something that I personally will be buying, but I did want to point out that a lot of us were kind of crazy back in the day. So just to point that out, this case, even this is the lowest price case. This one comes in at $198, and that is still more than the Louis Vuitton, but it's a lot more intricate. Of course, you got the Swarovski crystals and all of that, but I would love to hear down below in the comments. Tell me what you think. Are you rush out and buy it? Are you gonna wait and hear reviews? Or are you just like, yikes, no, that's a lipstick? Honestly, my favorite lip products I've been using right now are from NYX and from e.l.f. and they're such affordable price points. So let's move into that wish list now. We did not do the jewelry of the day. Woe is me. I'm watching Wednesday. Everything starts with woe. Non-branded gold hoops. I have on my Dior, the little moon side out with the onyx and the stars, the diamond, the Cartier Clash, the soft Clash, the Hermes Ariane ring, and my Rolex. So let's get into the wish list. I have nothing on the wish list for London except for some gifts, and that's it there. So many people on my Hermes videos were telling me to visit Love Luxury or something like that in London. I don't want to get a pre-loved Hermes bag. There's nothing wrong with pre-loved. What I had said in those videos, if I hadn't already done this, if I was starting over, I would do pre-loved, but at this point I don't know. I have no interest. So I brought some eye candy out here for you, which you can't really see. I didn't do a very good job here. This is what I purchased last year in Paris. So I got this green mini extra small Longchamp. This I did not purchase in Paris. This was, no, I have the wrong bag. Nope. I got that this year. Never mind. This, I purchased a mini Capucines BB in ostrich, and it ended up having glue on it, and this was the bag that I ended up getting instead. And so I did get this in the USA, but this is the Rose de Vence, and I used the credit from that bag. And then I got the Celine Heloise in the medium size. So I did not go crazy last year, and I do not intend to go crazy this year. So far, we've been very, very lucky to have not been charged customs. They were going to charge us last year. They told us they were going to charge us like $1,000, and we said, okay. And we sat down and waited, and then he said that the machine was not working. So I do declare everything, but I also just have so much stuff. So I don't intend on getting all of these pieces, but I do want another exotic Louis Vuitton bag. I don't know if I want another Rose d'Avance. That would be probably my last choice. I do like this one. I will show you the interior of it. And this is why I like this one over the mini Capucines, is because this interior is one open space. So I can deal with this and I can fit what I need in this perfectly. But I would really prefer either a Capucines BB or a mini city steamer. Capucines BB would probably be the top on my list. This one would be second. This one, whatever purse I am using at the time, I can take everything out and just transfer it into here, even though it is still a very petite bag. But again, because it has the singular opening, where the Capucines BB is going to have that divider. So I'm going to put, different pictures in. I don't know what colorway I want, because that's something you can't find out unless you're in a store or you're asking your sales associate. And I am our client advisor. I am not going to bother my client advisor and ask her what is coming out so that I can purchase it in Paris. So I'm going to have to wait until it's closer to the trip, and then I will message the client advisor that I worked with last time and see what is out there, what they've got. And so that's probably my number one. Number two, I'd like to see if there are any fun colors in a medium Lady Dior. And there aren't right now. And I know that a lot of times Europe will get much more fun colors in the ladies than we do. So I just want to see what they have. I want to go to the flagship Dior, which we did not make it to last time. For those of you that are new, my back was out, and so this trip is a redo. And I highly doubt we ever go back to London and Paris again. I started campaigning for a trip again shortly after we got home, and my husband was like, not happening, not happening, not happening. And then we booked it, I think, in January. And my daughter asked him, she's like, what? They said, no way. She's like, why are you going? He goes, because I like being married. So I'm not going to force him to keep going to places he doesn't like. Plus, it's a big world out there. There's a lot of places we want to see. So I want to get a few things. I still have that video coming up for y'all about how I'm feeling about luxury and some changes on the channel and all of that good stuff. But the next thing from Dior I would like to see what they have is the small leather book tote. And I tried this on when it first came out, and they had the most boring colors. They've gotten in a couple of prettier colors, but they're still not colors I think I would purchase. So I want to see what they have in that, because that would be a lot less fussy than a lady. You've got the cute charms on the front of the bag. It's a lot less expensive than the lady as well. And the next thing I want to look at is a Louis Vuitton side trunk in the MM size in a leather. I did purchase this bag in the canvas, and I returned it quickly. And I'm very happy that I did. I cannot remember which bag I bought first, if it was the loop or if it was this one. But I can just see this bag cracking. And maybe it will never crack for anybody. But when you have canvas and it's dipping like that, I had my loop bag get completely wavy, not once but twice. Loved, loved, loved that bag so much. It was like one of my favorite bags. I was really disappointed, and that is the bag that I got to replace the loop. I didn't want to go with the Louis Vuitton version. I wanted to go with something a little bit more subtle. So I'd like to see if they have a nice color in a leather that I like. Then the next thing that I want is something from Longchamp. I have no idea what. I'm just going to go in the store. But every time I have gone to Paris, I have gotten something for me and for my girls from Longchamp. And I just love Longchamp. And I should have waited. I should have gotten a different color because I knew, I was like, this bright green's going to go on sale. And it did in their December sale. And it probably would have been less for me to get it here. But I do have my initials hot stamped on it. I have the memory of getting it in Paris, and it was just fun. I would like to check out some sort of a ready-to-wear piece at Louis Vuitton or Dior. I am not sure what at this point. I'm gonna wait and just see what I see. I have nothing set, nothing in mind. Then Celine, there's several things at Celine that I would love to look at. We don't have a Celine here where I live. I believe somebody might have told me on maybe my Celine unboxing that they sell them at our local Nordstrom, but I never ever go there. I always have everything shipped to me, so I wouldn't know. But we do have a couple of trips before we are going to London and Paris, and one of the locations we're going to does have a Celine. So I'm hoping to try some of these bags on in person, and because all the other ones that I'm telling you about, I have tried them on in person, except for I don't know what I'm going to do about Longchamp. But I'd like to try some of these on in person so that I can kind of narrow it down to if I want them or don't want them. So the first one is the small Camille. I think that that's super cute. And then the Louise bag, I like that one a lot. And the one that I'm really liking is the mini 16. And it all depends on what colors they have when I'm there, and you know, how I feel about them when I try them on. And then the final thing for my wish list is I would like some designer sunglasses, either from Louis Vuitton, Dior, Celine. I don't know. I haven't decided from where. I will just try them on at different places and just see which ones I like. I am currently wearing the most cheap little pair of sunglasses. If you see any of my selfies on Instagram where I have sunglasses on, they're from Zenni, and they were like $35. And I bought them. I have a pair of Chanel's that I have to wear prescriptions. So I have a pair of Chanel's that are prescriptions, but they're humongous. But I bought them so I could wear my mini bags, and they're so lightweight and comfortable. I wear them all the time. So I got to keep that in mind when I am trying on the sunglasses, to make sure that they're lightweight and comfortable, and they have to be compatible with me being able to put prescription lenses into them. So I hope you have an amazing day today. I hope to get back to you with that video. I'm just like, I want to get all my thoughts together on how I'm feeling about all of this, because as I've said in several videos, I mean, there's going to be an end game at some point, but I am going to shop in Paris. It might be the grand finale. We shall see. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.